Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is going to be a Sephora VIB sale haul. I am super excited. I always wait for those sales and I go a little crazy, but you know, 15% off, totally worth it. So I went in store yesterday and I thought I would share with you what I got. I've been hearing a lot of good things about the Tarte. This is the Rainforest of the Sea foundation and concealer. So I decided to get them and try them. I actually wanted to film a first impression video today, but I woke up with actually a pretty bad rash on my face. I don't know if it's an allergic reaction, but didn't want to take the risk to like make it worse or something, which by the way, shout out to the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation. You can't see it at all right now. So if you were interested in that one, I really recommend it if you were interested because it covered my rash perfectly. By the way, if you were interested in foundation and concealer, I would recommend to go in store and like swatch them because honestly, online I would have picked a different color, which would have been completely wrong. Even in store, I was kind of in between shades and I wanted to get like my summer shade, but I ended up getting this one, which won't be too dark compared to what I am right now, but the other one seemed very, very peachy and I just didn't want to take the risk of like having really dark foundation, which by the way, it comes with a little pipette. I got the color Fair Light Neutral, which as you can see, it's not that light, which, okay, obviously it matches my skin tone right now, so you can't really see it. It does seem to be very moisturizing so far, and I swatched it, like I said, last night, and I did the same thing with the concealer. Again, same thing. I would recommend going in store to swatch them because color selection can be difficult to choose the right one. They actually were completely out of the colored light, but I asked and they went in the back of the store and there was still some, so don't forget to ask because sometimes there's, oh leash. Okay, in store, whenever you go, the little sponge is always like off. I don't know why, but this is huge. Like, do you see how big this is? This is huge. Like, this is the size of my eye. I'm not sure how I feel about this. This one does have a scent though. Ooh, it smells very strong. The foundation didn't have a scent, which again, the colors seem to be pretty good match for me right now. So as you can see, this is the color Light, which was the second lightest one, by the way. So if you're a little lighter than me, you can find something. So my rash should be gone really soon, so I'm hoping to be able to film a first impression probably next week, so I will let you know my thoughts, but so far they feel very moisturizing on my hand. I'm hoping they're not going to oxidize because the color is kind of already a little limit. It's snowing right now, like it's supposed to be spring here and it's snowing, so I'm not going to get any more color. So I'll let you know how I feel about these. But let me know if you've tried them, what you think of them. Obviously, whenever you're waiting to pay, there's always this section that just sucks you in and you buy everything because it's cheaper, they're cute, they're small, you just can't resist. And that's what happened with this Makeup Forever. This is the Hydrating Primer, which I've had a little sample of it and I fell in love completely, but I have a ridiculous amount of primer and I barely use them. I mostly have like small size, like sample sizes, and I just don't reach for them because I just skip that step way too many times. But when I saw this one is a mini one, it's kind of worth it. So I decided to pick it up and I already know I like it. It's very refreshing. You put it on, it basically feels like a really lightweight moisturizer. So I love applying this. I have pretty dry skin, so this is great. So I already know I'm gonna love this. Let's go with what's on my lips because every time I'm wearing something and I don't mention it first thing, I always get the question. And this is one of the Stila liquid lipsticks, which I do really like. I don't have that many colors because the first range, there wasn't that many colors I was interested in, but they came out like a few months ago with new colors and I've been super late and I just decided to pick this one up, which the color is Baci, I believe. Isn't that like Italian or something? So yeah, that's the one I'm wearing right now. It looks a little bit more brown on my lips than in the tube, but I'm pretty fair right now. I feel like during the summer when I have a little bit more color, it's gonna be even prettier. It's really comfortable on the lips. I love these. I actually, fun fact, the little applicator, it's actually super soft, which I know is really random, but I've tried so many lipstick and liquid lipsticks and I really love them, but often the little applicator is kind of scratchy. This one is super luxurious. I don't know, little fun fact, but these smell amazing too and they're really comfortable. They're more moisturizing than a lot of different ones. They're really not drying. So once again, that happened whenever I was waiting to pay, which couldn't resist. Everyone and their mother has been color correcting lately, so I decided to get the Urban Decay color correcting fluid, and I'm going to swatch on for you. I just want to see the texture of them, but I'm probably going to do a video showing you how to use them or how I use them. And I've been really curious to see how much of a difference it's going to do, because I remember like back in the day, the only type of color correcting products were like the one in palettes, and they're really drying and it just never really worked. That's just how I remember it, like using green corrector whenever I had pimples, and I just ended up looking really green. So I'm curious to see. I feel like the texture of this concealer, well, they have the concealer of this one, and I adore it because it's really lightweight and it looks naked skin. Basically, that's what it looks like. I was really curious to see how well these would perform on pretty dry skin. So they seem to have a pretty decent pigmentation. It seems to be blendable and looks really nice. This one is more for brightening, so you usually apply it wherever you would highlight. So this color looks really nice. I've been really curious. So once again, I'm probably going to do a video on it if you're interested, but I'm excited. I decided to get one eyeshadow palette. I always like to buy them whenever you have 15% off because palettes are not cheap. And I've been really curious about the Tarte Tartelette. This one is an In Bloom palette. And I'm actually wearing it today on my eyes. I didn't apply much, but I just wanted to quickly test it out a little bit. This is what it looks like. The colors are gorgeous. I just kept seeing it everywhere and I couldn't resist. I haven't had a lot of experiences with Tarte eyeshadows, but these seem fairly creamy and pigmented. As you can see, they're really gorgeous colors. They're actually pigmented, so that's really good. I will obviously test it out a little bit more. I'm probably gonna do looks with it, but like even after swatching, it's still fully on my fingers, so it's pigmented. The color I'm wearing on my lid right now is the color Funny Girl though, and it wasn't super pigmented, so I was curious, but so far they seem pretty good to me. I feel like sometimes something that isn't as pigmented is easier to work with. I don't know if people agree. I feel like most people like the more pigmented the better, but I feel like to blend out, especially because I have pretty fair skin, it can be a lot of work. Speaking of eyeshadow, I had a friend that went to the US recently and I asked her to pick up 2 eyeshadow for me because they're not sold in Canada last time I checked. Could be wrong though, but it's from the Ardency In collection, and there's 2 eyeshadows that I couldn't resist. First one is the color Royal, which isn't this the most beautiful color ever? This is like basically my favorite color, like bluish purple, and I feel like this one doesn't look super shimmery right now. Look at this. It almost looks matte, but the swatches online seems very shimmery. Let's see. What? Okay, I feel like I really have to build it up. That's kind of sad because the other colors are usually so pigmented. Okay, it's actually pretty easy to build up though, but this is what the color looks like. So you can see it better on my finger basically, but this is what the color Royal look like. I love the color. Is it rose gold? I wear it all the time during the summer because it's just stunning. And I wanted to try out more colors, but I've heard like in the review section on the Sephora website, there's some people that say that the new formula isn't as good, and I feel like that's probably what happened with the color Royal that I just swatched. This one actually looked like the other one, so I'm excited for this one. This one is the color Copper. Swatch this one. Oh yeah, this one is much creamier. Like I barely touched it and there's like so much pigmentation, like yeah. So I don't know what happened with Royal. I don't know if I got a bad one or something, but even together, these colors are just everything. Copper is gonna be worn a lot for sure. I feel like it's more of a like goldish than a copper, like an antique gold color. But nonetheless, a color I'm going to be wearing for sure. And they really look good together. If you haven't tried any of their eyeshadows, I would say Copper and Rose Gold are my favorite colors so far. I just think they look gorgeous. They're always sold out though, but they're totally worth the money. They're like really good. I feel like you don't hear enough people mention Ardency In. I feel like they have great eyeshadows. This one was just an impulse buy. I feel like I haven't tried a lot of products from Lancôme, and when I saw that one, I just remembered I've heard a lot of great reviews. This is the Teint Idole Ultra 24 Hours. Once again, wasn't sure which color to get because that's like the worst time for me to go and shop for foundations for the summer because I'm like at my fairest. But I decided to get the lightest one. I was hesitating between 2, but I decided to get this one, which is the color 110 Ivory, which is cool tone. And from the swatches in the store, which the lighting in the store is also very tricky, but it seemed like it would be the one that would match me. Let me swatch it. It's a cool tone one, and I feel like it's gonna match me right now. Probably not, actually not this summer, but I feel like if I really like it, I can always go back and get it. As you can see, it's right now. Like this is basically my color right now, so if I really like it, I can always go back and get the darker shade for the summer. I'll be testing it out really soon before I get any color, but let me know. I feel like I've heard great reviews, but I just was in store and I was looking up online. The reviews seem good, but I haven't heard that many people talk about it. So let me know if you have and what you think about it, because I feel like Lancôme has great foundations, but I just never get any, so it was time. I decided to get some of the Shiseido. This is the Sun Protect Cream Ultra 50% SPF. 50%? SPF 50. It's gonna be summer, like I said, and SPF is important. Almost done. I decided to get one of the Hourglass powder. I feel like not that many people talk about them anymore. I don't know why, like the craze is like over, but I've been really loving the palette I have. These two light shades are just amazing. I don't really use this one that often, but because again, summer's approaching, maybe I'm gonna be able to use this. I know some people kind of use it as like a bronzer-ish, but right now it's almost a blush on me. You can kind of see it. So I decided to, once again, the like color correcting thing, to get this color, which is the color Mood Light, which is kind of light lavender, like it's kind of a lilac color, which I feel like all over the face, whenever you are pretty light, it just gives you a nice, healthy, like brightening effect, which I could use right now. And you can kind of build it up actually. You can even swatch, as you can see it. Yeah, you can even see it in the swatch, but I feel like a light touch all over the face will really brighten my skin tone right now, because it's been a long winter and I feel like I need a little bit of a brightening effect for sure. I've been really liking the other one that I have, so this has been the one that I wanted to try. If you have any favorites, let me know which colors, because if I feel like every time I get in a store and I look at them, I'm like, they're all really, really pretty and I kind of want to try them all, but I never know which one is worth it. Which, by the way, I know they came out with other ones with like silver packaging. Are those worth the money? Because whenever I swatch them in store, they look very, very shimmery, like glittery. Whenever there's testers, I feel like they're so not what you really get, because everybody has been touching them and they just end up looking nothing like they should. Is that just me? I feel like they always look so messed up. Last thing, I actually ordered online some of the Bite Beauty Amuse-Bouche lipsticks, because I kept hearing that the new formula was absolutely amazing. But that I placed an order online yesterday, which isn't here yet, so fun fact, you're gonna see part 2. So I hope you're excited, but I received a package this morning, so I thought I would share it with you because I'm really excited. I kept seeing everyone on their Snapchat showing this, and I freaked out just a little bit when it arrived, but they sent me the 34 lipsticks, so prepare yourself, you're gonna see a lip swatch video again, most likely not next week. I'm hoping I can put it up before the end of the Sephora sale, so that way if there's any shades you're interested in, you're gonna be able to get the 15% off, which just opening it, it smells so freaking good. So this is what it looks like, and then you get all the colors. Like, let me zoom you so you can see the colors at least. So those are the 34 colors. They all look beautiful. I cannot wait to try them. This is just ridiculous. This is so many lipsticks. But the best thing is the scent. I remember the other lipsticks from My Beauty kind of smell like they're edible, but these ones are just a completely different level of like edible. Like, if you've ever tasted David's tea, the pink lemonade tea, if you haven't, totally recommend it. It's like one of my favorite ones, but they smell exactly like this. So like pink lemonade, like, oh yeah, they smell amazing. So I really cannot wait. I will be putting them to test, like testing how long they wear on my lips, so that way I can include a review whenever I swatch them, but a little bit excited. There's so many gorgeous colors and like so many dark vampy ones too. Like this is just, I feel like they really did a great job with the range of color. It is really something for everyone. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, what did you get? What are you planning on getting for the Sephora VIB sale? If there's anything else that I need in my life, although I probably don't need anything else, but if there's anything you think I really need to try or do a review on, don't forget to let me know in the comments. Don't forget to also give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.